Welcome to my channel. This is Teacher Nell. Today we will discuss the angle of elevation and angle of depression. Let's say this is an observer. We have the horizontal line of sight, and for the angle of elevation that is formed between the line of sight and the line of sight above the observer. Let's say this man is staring at the bird, forming angle of elevation. Whereas angle of depression was formed between the horizontal line of sight and the line of sight below observer. Let's say this man is staring at the dog below. By definition, the angle of elevation is the acute angle measured up from the horizontal line of the line of sight, while the angle of depression is the acute angle water measured down from the horizontal line to the line of sight. We will solve for number 20. Use a primary trigonometric ratio to write a trigonometric equation that can be used to find x. Now here, we have a flagpole with a given height of x, and the angle of elevation is 28 degrees, and the distance between the base of the flagpole and the point of reference is 14. Now we will solve for the x. So given our angle is 28 degrees, with respect to 28 degrees, x is opposite, while 14 is adjacent. 14 is our adjacent, while x is our opposite, and our theta is 28. Now, what primary trigonometric ratio uses opposite and adjacent? We have tangent. Thus, tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So simply substitute tan 28 is equal to the opposite, which is x, over adjacent, which is 14. Cross multiply, or simply multiply both sides by 14 to get rid of 14 here on the right side. We will have 14 tangent of 28 is equal to x. This is the value of x. By calculator, 14 times tangent 28 is approximately 7.443932, or simply 7.44. That means the height of the flagpole is approximately 7.44 units. Let's now solve for number 22. Given the angle of depression, this is angle of depression. So an observer looking down at the boat, okay, so for forming or creating 60 degrees angle of elevation, while the height of the lighthouse is 30 units, we will determine the distance between the base of the lighthouse and the boat. So what is the distance between the lighthouse and the boat? Now, as you can see here, 60 degrees is our angle of depression. We all know that the angle formed by the lighthouse and the line of sight is equal to 90 degrees. So we're looking for the angle here in between. What might be the angle here? Since again, this is right angle is equal to 90 degrees. To get theta, we will simply subtract 90 degrees, since this is right angle, minus by the angle of depression, which is 30 degrees. We will use 30 degrees here. With respect to the angle, x is our opposite, while 30 is our adjacent. This is opposite, and this is the adjacent side. Now, what primary trigonometric ratio uses opposite and adjacent? That is tangent. We will use tangent theta, which is equal to opposite over adjacent. We will substitute. Our angle is 30 degrees. Opposite is x, and adjacent is 30 units. Cross multiply, we will get 30 tangent 30, which is the value of x. Using the calculator, x, which is 30 times tangent 30, is approximately 17.3205. That means the distance between the lighthouse and the boat is approximately 17.32 units.